Hey guys, it's John.
And Kimmy.
Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Part 30.
We are in the 30s now, and we have some crazy stuff to look into.
First, we need to take a look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp.
Wow.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file?
Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. It doesn't specify a cause of death.
Oh.
Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Well, I guess you're right.
What a weird conversation to have right then.
Yeah, sometimes the writing is a little weird.
Yeah.
Then, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either.
Well, he finally got his wish.
Well, it doesn't...
Because remember how he was always like, just kill me instead, or
Yeah.
whatever.
It looks like he was frightened and surprised in his expression, though. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye.
Like that his eyes are open.
Like what?
His eyes are open.
Right? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise I won't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use. She's not listening.
How would she be cursed?
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
Well, this duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a little bit. But what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult. There's something strange.
Strange. What?
See? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but...
There's something else that's strange?
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, well... Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See? See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure. You win.
Win what?
She's just a little weird sometimes. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this?
His hand was clenched.
Ripping something? A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Ugh.
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Remember when we saw that?
Oh yeah, it's in the castle. This is brutal.
Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that just now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nazumi Castle.
What? Nazumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell!
Is it weird that I really like when he turns his back?
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
do
a
too.
really cool way to show emotion.
I like in Danganronpa 1 where like I think one of the characters is bugging him and he turns around and he's like, maybe if I ignore him, he'll go away.
Yeah, I remember that.
I see. Even though he doesn't know what's inside that castle.
Huh.
Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the way at the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nazumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. It's torture.
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means, The wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die easily. I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far?
We haven't had a torture case yet.
They've never had a murder this brutal
Yeah.
in the game.
This is rough.
Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
This knife. It must be from the military base.
Military base? Yes, Hajime. Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well, by the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm are caused by that same knife.
Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be. And then they finished him off with a spear. How cruel. Ow.
Oh, yeah.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons? A knife and a spear? But they could just kill him by stabbing him with the knife. Why do they need to use a spear at all?
You are right. That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
Reason they had to use the spear. Huh. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I had to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too.
It's called trauma.
Yeah.
Good God.
I think we've got everything here. Okay.
Yeah. Let's look at the Monokuma bear.
Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim.
That's a Star Trek reference.
I know. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too.
Hey! Don't put oversized garbage there! It's so misleading!
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil! He's probably lying! Seriously, you're always lying! You should just die like that plushie over there!
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know.
I won't give in to your threats! I won't give in to your threats! I'll fight you until the very end! I can't lose! I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma!
Looks like those annoyances are gone.
No one's gonna pay attention to what she just said.
It's Monami.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Oh, okay. Oh, lighter. There's a lighter. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding. Ah, an oil lighter. Somebody probably wanted to keep warm. Bring it on. It's the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Well, oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Which means? So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right. The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
They caused a fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but...
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep. Yeah, about that sprinkler?
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well, you can see a girder right next to it, right? There. See? Can you see? That red streak?
Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps. Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this.
Okay. I'm starting to see what happened.
Like...
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches zero 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
Oh, what's gonna happen? This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like I said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. So for now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that.
Calm down, Kazuichi.
No, right?
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What does it matter?
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
What were we doing? Well, right now it's...
It's time.
It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function.
then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill!
Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it.
Yeah, it's a little tasteless. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall... Oh yeah, they should have been neatly put away.
Yeah, they're stacked on the ground. They weren't even standing.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
Huh?
See? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So, maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is...
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. Oh. So that's whenever the door was locked. And they couldn't get it open.
Something was blocking the door.
Yeah. How heavy are those things?
She kicked the door
Bam!
open. Could it be? Was that it?
Well, and there's something else I've been wondering. Hey, these Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So, isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this?
Did you look at the very back?
The very back is going to the previous room. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. Can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much.
Tons of books.
I know, right? Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about when the fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It is all right. It is not a bomb.
Why did you know the bombs were a fake?
Well,
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
oh my.
It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus! Shit! You son of a bitch!
Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking.
Um,
I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is...
And, as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
What?
I see.
I-
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is, his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right. I got it. Sonia's account. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Mizumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I-
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together.
So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place?
It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay, so Plushie Factory. Let's go there first.
Do it.
Plushie Factory.
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to hear.
Plushie Factory. Shut up, Kimmy.
Let's go check out the...
Shut up, Kimmy. You're so
We're gonna
annoying.
check out the big bomb that's
You
attached
know
to
me
the
so
truck.
much, Kimmy.
Let's go ahead and look at this.
We're like really bad NPR reporters now.
Apparently, the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Nothing, not even this? I guess it's all part of the truck, right?
I think so.
That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Well,
That was useless.
the life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket. But it looks like there aren't any clues here.
I won't lie, I love that giant basket. I want a giant basket. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. Well, the bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
Do you have a minute? If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? Amazing! A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism! All right! Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it!
Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie! Either way, it is all gravy!
All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
She's trying so hard.
Already!
Stop! There's no bomb! You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see. You are right. However... Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait. I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No!
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done!
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
Do you see what you created, Sonia?
Did I say something I should not have said?
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
Girl, it's totally your fault.
Monokuma's account.
Yeah, I like when we can use his account.
Monokuma's account.
With a laptop.
His account.
Lappy,
Let's
lappy, lappy
access
top.
Nagito's account. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with this laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay, well...
I wonder if he expected to be killed.
It sure didn't look like it. The break room is on the other side of the store. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? Nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash. So
No.
that's the only time we can ever go in the break room was
Aw.
for those fire grenades.
I do
I
like
was really
that the light
mad
was
when I was
swinging.
first playing because I was like, was there a hidden Monokuma in there? I can't remember because at the time I was like, they're right there. Let's go.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So we're done with the plushie factory, I think.
Yeah, let's go to the castle. Or do we need to go to the military base?
Yeah, we should go to the military base. Just be done with this island.
Yeah.
What is this logo? It looks like it could be a skull or something. No, it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
The skull of Monokuma. I bet the hidden Monokuma is at the castle.
What?
I bet the hidden Monokuma is at the castle.
It's not.
Oh.
I looked it up. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Ah, I found it. What'd you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. So what? What else do I gotta talk to?
Let's get the
Kazuichi?
tank. Oh.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Hey! Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. There should be some things here. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible they thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Let's see. Okay, I guess I can look at the tank and the helicopters. If the bombs are fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check it for myself. What, the helicopter? It's that dreadful helicopter. The one that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with this incident. Oh, well, okay, I guess it was just check the truck. A little weird. Okay, well, time to go to Nezumi Castle and then Nagito's room. Nezumi Castle's
Third
here.
island? Oh, no, you're right.
The amusement park island.
Huh?
It's the amusement park island. Okay.
It's so weird to me that Monokuma was designed to be afraid of mice.
I know, right?
Look at that.
A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Okay, bye Fuyuhiko.
That was a downer.
Sayonara.
Bah! I liked all the floaty things in there.
The floaty things.
They're like dust particles floating upward.
The death particles.
Dust
Oh, I thought you said
particles.
death.
Dust particles.
I thought you said death particles.
The death particles were all floating in the air.
They were just giving them a nickname, and that
Yeah.
was funny.
I'm hilarious.
Turns out it wasn't funny.
That was almost tragic.
I was going for the cheek, but then you turned.
I turned suddenly.
Yeah, and then it was awkward, and we caught it all on footage.
You're welcome, everyone. Ah! Oh, it's a real Monokuma.
Huh?
I thought it was a hidden Monokuma.
Oh no, it's the real
I
Monica.
look! I was like, no.
Ah, Hajime.
Sorry.
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
Ew, why?
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
Thanks, Momo.
This is my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps. Maybe the cottage key is computerized? Hey, more importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. I don't understand why being computerized would mean, I guess voice activation.
Voice activation, or it's hinting at someone has a control room.
Yeah. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope. Becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. So, I hope you don't mind, I'm gonna save here.
Okay.
Because I did have the game crash here once, like the first time I played. And it's like a bad time for it to crash because you have to redo the whole investigation.
You're like,
But
click,
look.
click, click. Yay, there he is!
Dude, look who's taking a bath.
Splish splash, he was taking a bath.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. I can't remember the
We
rest.
got all of the Monokumas. There's so many things.
There's a refrigerator.
Huh? Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity.
It's filled with heads!
There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe?
Yeah, I know, call back. But also, like, it says poison.
I know, but they had to fit that in there.
They did.
Yeah. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison.
poison?
Looks...
I think maybe we're not... Like the label said something different in the original, or I don't know.
Okay.
Like maybe the label's been in English, but they can't read English in the Japanese version, or they do that sometimes. Like when Nekomaru was in Strawberry House and the door said open, and in the translated version he was like, it says O-P-E-N. Huh? And it's like, but it's carried over from the Japanese version.
Right.
He doesn't know the English word.
Right. So it would have been like if they had put the Japanese symbol or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just theorizing about this. Who knows?
Yeah. Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous.
Oh, they're arguing like an old married couple. Aren't they cute?
I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is susceptible to hydrolysis.
Ooh.
So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
This sure looks like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
The Octagon!
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too.
Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The Octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought with him from there too, right? Remember he pointed at the refrigerator and said it was stocked with poison?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it. Ugh, just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Or maybe he went back later and got it whenever y'all didn't know where he was. There's so many options. Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. We could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died?
Probably. He kinda sucked.
Yeah, he does. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Oh,
That treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep. It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it. Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place.
Put something over your face in case that gas is in there or something.
I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. If this is it? Why is the notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1.
Can I read it in her voice?
Oh yeah.
Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? A diary?
That is really cute. I love Monami.
Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final den room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Huh?
Hey. Hajime, did something happen?
No, it's nothing.
Stop it! Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside.
Oh.
Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you are a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student! Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? The diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right! This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar!
Ah! You always show up out of nowhere!
Why you?
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write! Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can't write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands.
Phew!
See? Bullseye! I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
You said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's,
hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her.
Interesting. Let's look at the bed.
It's the bed that comes with the cottages. Looks like just one in my room.
Hey, maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case.
I wish he had actually said that to her.
Well, I think it's a callback to when she made the joke when they entered a cottage like earlier, and she was like, let's look for dirty magazines.
Oh, right.
Just kidding. Yeah. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves.
Rubber gloves. I said rubber gloves.
These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
To set a trap with the poison.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum.
Well, then it's not a piece of paper.
I know. I think that was kind of the point. He thought it was paper at first, but then he felt it and he was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait, time out. Who knows?
It might be too soon to decide that.
Maybe it's a seal on the poison bottle.
Yeah.
The window.
I think we got one thing left to check. There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed onto this shelf. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well, they say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
It's so cute when she's like,
I know, I love that.
yeah. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. Yep. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Like dirty magazines.
Well, it might be true, but
See? So, I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it.
I think you got stuck doing it, Betty.
You are whipped. Whoopah! I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examined each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh?
Here we go, people. He's lying.
Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said it was from the reserve department. I had no talent. I was from the reserve department. I had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick?
Because you're a really interesting person, Hajime.
As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane and Sonia, And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey,
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh? When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
you're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togame. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor! No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad.
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answers just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
What?
That's that Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami! Fake?
What?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps. Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us this whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No!
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew!
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about
Was
this?
that a wise decision? Time's up, you know! Time's up, wait.
Bye-bye!
Excuse me for a moment.
That was fast.
It was fast. Instant. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
That was abrupt.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. You really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit,
this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well, but still, it's not also a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. And if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.
Should we go to Monokuma Rock? Come back, John! We're almost done. But is it the real end?
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me more depressed.
Stupid fool.
You're making me depressed.
So, it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked. Nah, but we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. And we can really go home after we deal with the class trial.
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops.
What are all of your stops?
You.
What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized. You haven't.
Why can't I get her voice?
I don't know, just...
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way.
I just need to hear her voice.
There's no way. There's no way Monokuma will end things here.
Sorry.
He's planning something far worse.
Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you up!
Damn right! Stupid rabbits should just shut up!
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial.
Aww. Fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right?
Look, it's just them in the front. Everyone in the back's gone.
That's brutal.
I hope so.
Well, let's worry about things after we're finished.
You are right. More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then, now that Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all. I'm losing my voice.
I know.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain's about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him.
Not just killed, tortured.
And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, filling with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Well.
All right.
So, what's up?
Oh my. So, I'm disappointed that Nagito is gone. He was annoying, but I liked his annoyingness. And he was tortured.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely did not want that to happen for him at all.
Yeah.
That's horrible. And Byakuya being the ultimate imposter, not really Byakuya?
Isn't it creepy?
That's...
The person that we thought was Byakuya is just somebody, and we have no idea what they really look like, how old they are, or even what gender they are.
Yeah, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I was not. Oh, yes, I was not thinking of that at all. At all. I'm a little disappointed it wasn't really Byakuya, but this is like the best reason why it's not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm
A
excited.
lot
to
of
learn
things
more about
make
that.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to learn more about that. Was Nagito's name not in the book?
No, I think it was.
It was?
They said
Okay.
it contained information on everybody.
Okay.
And Monokuma made sure it contained information on all 16 students.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And the imposter was one of the 16. There's not like a secret 17th in the book.
No.
Yeah.
There's no Mukuro Ikusaba
Okay.
type of character that swoops in at the last minute and like, I was here the whole time.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like, it was okay to happen once. I think it was best placed in the first game, but you can't repeat that.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no secret 17th student. They would have mentioned it by now.
Yeah.
Kyoko would have been like,
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 17th student. Lying hidden somewhere in the school. Watch out for her.
Yeah. Mukuro, it's like, oh, we get it. We
Yeah.
get it, Kyoko.
yeah, it's just, and like, I remember what Kyoko said today. And it's just,
Yeah. And I love how his face is always,
yeah. So anyway, all right, so
I am
Any-
so pumped. I'm so pumped for this
any
trial.
idea who killed Nagito?
My theory is Sonia. I know she gave us her alibi or whatever. I don't completely buy it.
Do you think Sonia would be capable of doing something like that, though?
I just wonder. I don't know. I don't think so, but she does have a different side than what she shows commonly.
Yeah.
You know, like she has that royal, like very tough side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she has a murderous streak in her. I think she's just interested in like serial killers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's so brutal. I almost wonder if more than one person is involved somehow. But
There are some questions.
but they're not looking at Hajime. So it's veering off from the pattern of the first game in that way. Because last time they were all looking at Makoto like, you did it, even before the trial started. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was the only one that didn't have an alibi because he fell asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like,
Or he was sick in his room. That's
oh,
right.
that's
what happened.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't have an alibi for when it happened because the rest of them were in the gym dismantling Monokuma.
Right. And Kyoko had to save his
And
butt.
Kyoko disappeared, and so it was either her or Makoto.
Right.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is this trial's gonna be a good one.
So excited. I'm so excited. And I'm excited to see what the timer is. I'm really tired of it. Like, I want to know. I'm really tired of the anticipation. That's what it is.
You might have to wait a bit to find out what the timer is.
Oh my god. That's fair. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think. I remember during the investigation, this one had me stumped. But I had like a crazy theory.
You can tell us about it.
I'll tell you about
At
it in
the
the
end,
next
yeah.
one. But I had a crazy theory that was way too complicated. But yeah, this is a pretty cryptic one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pumped.
Yeah. So you gotta kind of think a little complicated. All right. Well, I will see you guys in the next episode. And Kimmy
In
will
the
too.
trial. Yeah, we'll both be here.
Yeah, we'll do the trial, and then so by the time this video is posted, you already know this, but I think after this trial is completed, we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah, but we will come back to it.
We'll
We
come back
will
to
finish it,
and we will finish it.
and we will play D3. It won't be right away.
I'll say it right now. We've said like 5 times that we're gonna play V3, so I'm tired of saying it, but yes, we will. We're probably gonna take. You know what? I don't want to talk about V3 until we're done with 2. I'm sorry. Let's just finish
one game before we even talk about the next one.
That's fair.
It's just everybody needs to stop chomping at the bit and asking about a sequel for a game that we're not even done with yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, we need to
it
enjoy
just-
this one.
Can we please just enjoy 2 before we even think about the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then we'll miss 2. And then the third one won't be as fun anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
we
right.
gotta go.
All right. Bye.
Think critically.